everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a continuation of the Lego MOC I'm building about my hospital for my Lego city. Today my intention is to build the third floor of the hospital. So with no further ado, let's start building it. So, done with the third floor, done building it. This is the third floor here. Again, you could check my other videos for how I built the first floor and the second floor. But the third floor, again, the same concept. I didn't change anything. I stuck with the same design. The design is as simple as that. It goes on here, just as that. It's one hole level, and then we just pretty much secure it on the second floor, just like that. So that's for that part. Very sturdy. I'm happy with it. So let's go do a top view and see what is inside the details of the third floor. So doing a eye view, just to show you the hospital from the top. Again, like I said, it's still small, but still do the trick for now. So the third floor, of course, you have the elevator shaft. You have the entrance for the elevator here. There's a door. Opens up. Patients, doctors, nurses, they will use that to access the third floor. And then once they do that, there's a nice waiting area here. Some seating here. And then there is a more seating here with some plant. You know, I tried to put some decoration if I could with what I have. There's some reading material here. So that's the waiting area. Kind of small, but will do the trick. Now if we switch to this side, you have an office here with an access point to the inside. And once you go in here, you have the orthopedics office. As you can see, there's a small bed here to see patients. There's a skeleton, you know, to walk the patient about their bone structure if they have any technical questions. You have the desk for the doctor or the physician. There's a seat over here actually, just under the desk. Okay, there we go. So the patient would sit here and the doctor or the physician would sit here. You could see here there's some x-rays to discuss what's going on. There's a cabinet. There's another filing cabinet here and the cell phone. I guess the physician or doctor left their cell phone there. If we go from the other side, other view, you could see the computer. Trying to zoom in here. You could see the computer with a keyboard. So that's the office, and it has a nice front view. So depending where it's going to be placed in the Lego city, it will have a nice view. So once you get out from the orthopedics, we walk straight here, and then you have two more. Due to constraint, unfortunately I used a lot to do the MRI area. So this is the MRI. I like the MRI, but it took most of the hospital. So this is the MRI here. You have the control panel. Again, nice front view. And then you have this bed which slides in to do your MRI. If you ever had an MRI, you know what I'm talking about. And then you have on this side the window to access the room where you have the doctor or the physician or the technician who is working the MRI room. Over here, they sit here. This is the entrance to it. They have a desk here with a computer, some control panels. And then as I said, there's a window, if you can see here. So you could see into the MRI room. And of course, there's a seat here for the individual running the MRI. And of course what I did the same concept of like in the other floors. I put the ventilations above the doors, representation here. So I think I like this MRI room. I think maybe I'd like to make this bigger, the room, the control room a bit bigger, but again with part constraints and space constraints I had to just manage what I have. Here in this room I'm missing some parts, but I wanted to start building a maternity room for babies, you know. So I was able to build one room. So in this room I have, of course, right now what I have, because I don't have a lot of parts, of course I have the main entrance from here. You enter here, there's a closet, cabinet, whatever you want to call it. And there's a baby bed. As you can see, there's a bottle, milk bottle, I guess, for someone coming here. There's some, you know, design on the wall for the babies to to calm them down, soothe them. And of course, right now, I have a night table, as you can see here, with some plantation on it. Of course, I'm trying to build a bed for it, but I don't have enough parts, so I'm waiting on the parts which have been ordered. Should get them in a few days, but I'll have a bed here. Now the idea here is, I was trying to design the room, but I just put one room here for the space constraints, so just to have an idea what the room will look like. Again, I think it's a bit small, but it'll do the trick. So that's pretty much what the third floor consists of. Not much, I know, but again, with the parts I have, the real estate I dedicated for this phase 1 of the hospital, this is what I could have. Now, what I do like to have in the phase 2 part, when I expand on it backwards, going backwards, and of course sideways, I'm going to have much room. So I'm going to be shifting things around. I'm going to have more than one room for the babies, I guess, right? Yeah, I'd like to have 3 of these rooms. So the idea is I'm going to mimic this room. So this was like the demo, the pilot room. Well, and the idea is I want to have a whole ward just for baby's birth and all that stuff. So I'm going to plan for that. And then what I'm planning to do is to keep the MRI, just expand it a bit more here. Make this lobby room a bit larger, and then have a couple more specialists. Like I have the orthopedics here. I might move the eye doctor. So what I would do maybe in the phase 2, I would most probably have a whole floor full of specialists, meaning orthopedics, eye examiners, and so on and so forth. And that way they'll be all in one floor. And then I'll have the baby things all in one floor. And then the surgery, the MRI, maybe the pharmacy on one floor. Something like that. I'm still designing it. But I'm trying to get this building first done and ready, and then I can go back to the drawing board and expand on it. But for now, this is what the third floor look like. Definitely, it's a good start. Like I said, I'm not complaining with what I have. I think it'll be a good addition to the city. What is next to finish this build? Next is, of course, I'm going to have the 4th floor. Actually, it's a small floor with a helipad. Like I mentioned, I'm going to have a helipad. And then the roof for the 4th floor. That's pretty much what's going to be left. So maybe 1 more video or 2 more videos, I should be able to knock it out. And then once I do that, that would be the phase 1 of the hospital. And then I start planning for the phase 2. So, hopefully I didn't take much long with this video. I just wanted to share with you what my progress is so far with the hospital MOC for my Lego City. Again, please feel free to leave me some comments, some recommendation, what you like to see in the hospital, and I'll see if I can, accommodate that. And as usual, if you like the content, please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button. Until next video, let's keep building.